Hello, my dear students. Let's add value to your knowledge account today. I'm Dr. Bharati Sunil. Today, our topic is accounting cycle. Have you ever wondered how business keeps track of their every rupee, what is coming in, what is going out of the business, and how much of profit they have made in this business? 80% of small business are failing just because they are not practicing proper accounting. So, understanding accounting cycle will definitely help them to correct their costly mistakes. All the businesses, whether small or big, are all following the same accounting steps. Do you know what they are? In this video, I will tell you what are the steps for the financial success of any business. That is accounting cycle. By the end of this video, you will be able to tell very confidently what is accounting cycle. Does accounting seem confusing or overwhelming? Today, I will break it down into small steps so that anyone can follow this easily. What is accounting cycle? In this accounting cycle, you can learn the process what is continued throughout the accounting. Imagine you are running one small shop. In that shop, you will make number of purchases and number of sales. So at the end of the month, you would like to know what is the profit that you have made in your business, right? So how you will come to know, if you follow this accounting cycle, you will come to know how much of profit you have made in your business. Stay with me, I will explain you how this accounting cycle will help you in your business. Accounting cycle you can understand in totally 8 steps. What is the first one? Identification of financial transactions. What are financial transactions? Any transaction where we are using money. When we are purchasing, we'll pay money. When you are selling, we'll receive money, right? So we'll consider only financial transactions in your business. So whatever the transactions are happened, out of that, we will take only financial transactions and we will record in our books. So what's the first one? Identification of financial transactions. Now coming to the second one, journal. What is journal? Whatever the financial transactions we have identified, all the financial transactions we will enter into journal. What is journal? Journal is a prime entry book. So what is the next step? Preparation of journal entries. So how you will prepare journal entry? Say for example, we have sold our furniture, right? So when we are selling furniture, what is going out of our business? Furniture is going to our business, and what is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business. So for every transaction, there is debit and credit, right? Say for example, we are preparing journal. Say here we'll write date, we'll write here description of our entry. That means particulars. This is called ledger folio. This is debit amount. This is credit amount. Right? So, what example we have taken here? Furniture sold. So, what is the entry? What is coming into the business? Cash is coming into the business. So, cash account debtor to furniture account. So, what is coming into business? Cash. So our asset is increasing. So what is increasing? Cash is increasing. And what is going out? Furniture is going out. So when cash is coming into the business, we are showing on the debit side. And when furniture is going out of the business, we are showing on the credit side. Right? So when we are writing this entry, we will write being furniture sold. So like this, we'll prepare one general entry. So what we have written here, cash account debtor to furniture account, and what we have written being furniture sold. So when this transaction got happened, it happened on 2025 April 1st. Here you have to understand that whatever the transactions are happening in the business, all those financial transactions will enter in chronological order. So how you'll enter April 1st, next April 2nd, next April 3rd, next April 4th. Say for example on 5th it is holiday. So next what will write? 6th. Like this we will enter in the chronological order. This you have to understand. Next in particulars column what we have written, cash account debtor to furniture account, and you have written narration here. What is called narration? Means what is the transaction that could happen in the business, that we will give in a small interpretation form, right? Next, ledger folio. What is this ledger folio? This entry will be posting into ledger where all the accounts will be shown, right? So in ledger, what is the page number? Say the page number is 25. So what we'll write here? 25, right? And for what amount we have sold this asset? Say for example 50,000. So cash account debtor 50,000, furniture account is equal to how much? So cash account debtor 50,000, furniture account 50,000. So in the debit side, we will show 50,000 just against to cash account. In the credit side, we will show 50,000 just against to furniture account. Like this, we'll prepare journal entries. This I will explain in very clear form when we start doing journal entries. Okay, so this is called what? Journal. So we'll prepare journal entries like this, right? So after preparing this journal entries, we will post that into ledger. Where we'll post? We will post into ledger. So what is ledger? Whatever the journal entries we have prepared, from these journal entries, we will take all the accounts, right? So for example, what are the accounts that are involved here? Cash account, furniture account. Like that, whatever the accounts are involved, for all these accounts, we will prepare ledger accounts. So how the accounts are prepared? Say for example, cash account. Next account what will prepare? Furniture account. Right? So this account will prepared in T shape. This side it is called debit side, and this side it is called credit side. So this preparation of ledger accounts, again I will explain you in ledger topic, right? So till now you have understood, no? First one what we have done, we have identified all the financial transactions. Next we will take that into journal. So there you will write all journal entries. Next, whatever the journal entries we have written, that journal entries we will post that into ledger. So in ledger we will take different accounts whatever are prepared. So for example, there is one more transaction here, that is salary paid. Okay, so when we are making payment of salary, what entry will write? Salary account debtor to cash account. I think you are getting confusion. What is this salary account? What is this? What is this salary account debtor to cash account? Don't worry. Definitely you will understand when you start doing this journal, right? Say salary account. Okay. Say for example, the salary is paid on 4th. Okay, 2025 April already we have written, no? So we'll just write 4th, right? So salary account debtor to cash account. So how much salary is paid? 20,000. Okay, just understand here and here 20,000 being salary paid. Okay, next we'll take this into ledger. So salary account, cash account, already cash account is there, no? So here we'll enter this entry. So how you'll write? Say for example, if you take this Cash account data to furniture account. To furniture account. Next, salary account data to cash account. So cash is in credit place, no? So we'll take debit. Debit. What is this debit? By salary account. So like this, whatever the entries we have written, all that will be posted into accounts. Cash account, furniture account, salary account. What's the fourth one? Trial balance. How the trial balance is prepared? In trial balance, we will take particulars, debit, credit, amounts. So whatever the debit amounts are there, say for example, all expenses will show in the debit. Okay, incomes will show in the credit. So like this we will prepare trial balance. So at the end both the amounts debit side and credit side should be equal. Say for example here it is 50,000, here also it should be 50,000. So why we will prepare this trial balance? To check the arithmetical accuracy of all the accounts whatever we have prepared. So try to understand this trial balance will help us to know the balances of all accounts, means expenses, incomes, losses, gains, assets, liabilities. Okay, all the amounts will take under trial balance. So we will use this trial balance to prepare trading account, P&L account and balance sheet. Okay, I will show you how to prepare trading account, P&L account and balance sheet. So how many steps we have covered now? First one, identification of financial transactions. Next one, journal. Third one, ledger. And fourth one, trial balance, right? So now we are doing summarizing. What is summarizing? Using this trial balance, we will prepare trading account, we'll prepare profit and loss account, we'll prepare balance sheet. These two are called income statement, right? And this balance sheet is called position statement. Clear? So in this income statement, we can know what is our profit or what is our loss, right? In balance sheet, we can come to know what are our assets and what are our liability. That means what is the financial position of our business. Is it clear? So I will show you how to prepare trading account. I already told you, no, account means in what shape? It is in T shape. So debit side, this side is called what? Debit side. Debit side means we'll show like this, DR, right? Credit side means we'll show like CR. Clear? So debit side, how you'll write? Here we'll write trading account of some XYZ company, right? For the year ending 31st March, whatever is the year, that year. For example, it is 31st March 2025. Okay, so how you'll write trading account of XYZ company for the year ending 31st March 2025. Okay, so we'll write heading like that and we'll write what all the debits this side and all the credits this side. So in trading account, you can see debit side and credit side. You know, no account, what is account? Account means in T shape, right? In T shape, this is divided like this and so this account is divided debit side, credit side, right? Trading account means whatever the transactions are done at the trading level. Means say what we'll do, suppose we are a trader, we will buy, we will sell, right? So whenever any transactions are happened, like buying of goods or selling of goods, all that will be entered in the trading account, right? So in trading account on debit side, we'll write like opening stock, purchase of materials, right? So how you will write? Opening stock, to purchases Like that, all expenses you will write here, and this side you will write by sales by closing stock. Okay, so say for example the sales amount is 2 lakhs and the closing stock is 20,000. So what is our total? 2 lakhs 20,000. Okay, and opening stock is 25,000, and purchases are 1,70,000. Right? So 1,70,000 plus 25 means how much? 1,95,000. Right? So 1,95,000 is less, expenses are less, and our revenue is more, right? So 2,20,000 minus this 1,95,000. So how much? 25,000. Okay, now we'll make total. So how much is the total? 2,20,000. So what is this 25,000? This 25,000 is called to gross profit. So to know our gross profit, we are preparing trading account. Okay, business means not only buying and selling. No, after buying, to buy and sell, we do some other transactions, right? So that are called what? Administrative, huh? Selling and distribution. Next, taking loans, paying interest, right? So all those expenses are called what? Selling and distribution expenses. Administration expenses like paying salaries, office rent, office insurance, like that, right? Next, what are financial expenses? Say for taking any loan, what we have to pay? We have to pay interest, right? So all these expenses we will write here. So where you will write? We'll write here, like profit and loss account. So again, profit and loss account means how you'll write profit and loss account of XYZ company for the year ending 31st March 2025, right? Is it clear? So like that, we'll write heading, and next same debit side, how you'll write to, credit side, how you'll write by, right? So on debit side, what you will write? You will write all expenses like to salaries, next to insurance, to depreciation, right? And on credit side, what you will write here? We got gross profit. No, that gross profit we will write here first by gross profit. So how much is our profit? 25,000. And this is uh, uh, and this is 12,000, and this is 8,000, and this is 2,000, right? And and some incomes are also there for us. Say for example, by discount received 4,000. Okay, so what's the total? 25 plus 4, 29,000, right? So what are the expenses here? 12,000, 8,000, 2,000 means how much total expenses? 22,000. So 29,000 minus 22,000. So how much is remaining? 7,000. So 7,000 is our what profit? Net profit, right? So here we'll write 7,000, and this is what? To net profit, right? So how much is the total? 29,000. Like this, using this trial balance, we'll prepare trading account, we'll prepare profit and loss account. Next, we also prepare balance sheet. What we'll prepare? We'll prepare balance sheet. Okay, how balance sheet is prepared? Again, the same way we'll take two sides. It is not account, but we'll take in this form, and here liabilities, here assets. And what is the heading we'll write? Balance sheet as on. We should not write for the year ending, because we will balance our assets, our liabilities as on a particular date, right? So balance sheet as on 31st March 2025. Balance sheet of XYZ company as on 31st March 2025. Like this, we have to write as heading. If you see this trial balance, we can know what are our expenses, what are our incomes, what are our liabilities, what are our assets, right? So using this information, we have already prepared trading account and profit and loss account. Now we'll prepare balance sheet, right? So balance sheet, how we'll prepare? We will take liabilities column, we will take assets column, right? On the liability side, what we'll write? We'll write capital. What is capital? Whatever the amount we are investing in business to start our business, right? So first what we'll write? Capital. We have introduced some capital into our business. So how much of capital we have introduced? 5 lakhs. Okay, and we have gained some net profit in our business. Where you see net profit? Here. So how much is our net profit? 7,000. So I will write 7,000 here, right? And we have also taken some bank loan, right? So that is 20,000. Next, sundry creditors, 2,000. Okay, so now what is the total? 5 lakhs plus 7,000 plus 20,000 plus 2,000. Means how much? 5 lakh 29,000. I will show you asset side also. Okay, our assets, buildings, 2 lakhs, right? Furniture, 50,000. Bank deposits. Okay, bank deposits, 2 lakhs. Cash, 79,000. So what is the total? Total is 5 lakhs 29,000. Clear? So in balance sheet, we'll write all our liabilities, we'll write all our assets. So always see that balance sheet should tally, means our liabilities is equal to assets. Liability should equal to assets, that I already explained in our previous videos, right? You see those videos, you can easily understand, right? So is it clear? We have covered how many steps? First one, identification of financial transactions. Next is second one, journal entries. Third one, posting into ledger, right? Fourth one, trial balance. This is trial balance. Next, fifth one, summarizing. So how we have summarized all the financial transactions? Trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Is it clear? So using this trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet, we will do analysis. How you'll do analysis? Using ratio analysis, cash flow statement, funds flow statement. This analysis will help us to make interpretation. Okay. So you, after doing analysis, what we can do interpretation. This interpretation will help management to take decisions. So like this, we will prepare all ratios or cash flow statements or funds flow statements, and we can give information by the way of interpretation. Interpretation means how you will write interpretation. Will write that the sales percentage of the company is increased by 25%. Net profit is increased by 20%. Like that we will write. Okay. So that interpretation will be helping management to take decisions about the company. So this interpretation will be definitely helping the company to correct its business policies, or to help company management to make wise decisions on the right time, right? Next final step is what? Communicating. Why this financial accounting is prepared for the sake of stakeholders. You know who are stakeholders. Already we have discussed about this. So stakeholders means who are having connectivity with the business. Stakeholders are two types: internal stakeholders, external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders means who are within the company, like management, employees, owners. And external stakeholders means customers, government, bankers, etc. Right? So they require information about the company. So this information will help investors to take decision whether they can invest more or they can shift this investment to some other companies shares, right? The same way, bankers also can understand whether they can give more loans to the business, or they should stop giving, or they should reduce giving loans, or they can collect that amount whatever is given to the company as early as possible, right? And government also can understand how much of tax they can get from this particular company. Like this, communication to the interested parties will help all the stakeholders. So this is about accounting cycle, in which how many we have covered? 8. First one is identification of financial transactions. Next, journal entries. Third, ledger. Fourth one, trial balance. Fifth one, summarizing. In summarizing, trading account, P&L account, and balance sheet. And sixth one, analysis. Seventh one, interpretation. Eighth one, communication to the interested parties. So this is about accounting cycle. That's all for today. But learning never stops. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.